this is Ellie, and today I want to talk to you today about what is going on in the world. We have a crisis with what is going on with the Strait of Hormuz that could become part of the prophecies that we were warned about from past visionaries. In particular, I was thinking of Jacinta of Fatima. She had prophesied that, from my study of the visionaries, Jacinta had warned that she had had a dream of seeing people walking on the highways looking for bread and water. Interestingly, too, Kim Clement, who had died on his way to meet Donald Trump, prophesied that year 2027, he saw famine. He also saw great unity. So I foresee that there's a great possibility that the events of the book of Revelation and what's going on in the world could be finally meeting face to face. We're part of the end time prophecy now, which is happening. We are living in the end times, the times spoken of in the book of Revelation. According to the scriptures, there'll be a warning that is supposed to come. What I've read and what I've researched is that the warning will happen when Iran is attacking north, south, and west. And this is shown also on the Tilma of Guadalupe. I've written many books about the Tilma and some of the symbols that I found on the Tilma, which also coordinate perfectly with the book of Revelation. There are actual constellations on the Tilma of Guadalupe. This is a fabric of the cloak that Juan Diego wore, and Our Lady impressed upon his cloak, made of Maggie cactus, in 1531, her own image, as proof to Bishop Zumraga. Today, that same cloak is intact, and her 500th anniversary is coming in 2031, which I believe will be an apocalyptic year. I think that right now, with the war that's going on, Jesus said there will be wars and rumors of wars. He said, but the end does not come immediately after, nor through these rumors of wars. We have to maybe live years and years until Christ returns. St. Paul tells us that we have to first, in 2 Thessalonians 2, first have to endure the time of Antichrist. We also know that Our Lady of Fatima gave us a promise that we would have 30 years of peace. Our Lady of La Salette, Our Lady of Fatima, she promised an era of peace, a small era before Antichrist arises. So we are headed towards God's reset of the world, so that this era of peace, this time of triumph will come, in which the world will again become peaceful and draw back to God. A great rejuvenation within the soul of every human being on the earth, where the enemies of religion will be taken away. So we are headed towards this time, not the time of Antichrist. I believe, as Tilma has shown, the Antichrist will come in 2066 to the Jews first, and then within a 10-year period, he will rise with the antipope of Lebanon, who will be a cardinal of the Catholic Church. St. Hildegard tells us that 60% or more of the Catholic Church, including bishops, cardinals, and priests, will follow the antipope. And the antipope will lead these people, including a lot of Catholics, to Antichrist Famat, the name I found on the Tilma of Guadalupe, which means darkness. So the time period that we're headed to right now is the warning. Our sea beast, Antichrist Famat in 2066, will be that sea beast. And the earth beast after 2066 will be the antipope from Lebanon, a cardinal. But in our time, the sea beast, what I found on the tilma, will be Iran and Russia. The earth beast will be China and North Korea. So we have 4 that we have to be concerned about. They are our enemies. St. Hildegard said that all the beasts face the west. So we have many enemies, including there are enemies against the church, enemies within the church, and enemies within our own country, such as we have Islamic sleeper cells, specifically Shiites, who are waiting for the drop of the order to start attacking because they believe that their Islamic 12th Imam is going to arise out of a well. And there has been a lot of Muslim chatter about 2027, the year that Kim Clement talked about, where he saw famine and great unity. As you can see, right now, gas prices are increasing. There's another disease that has come onto the shores of America, the Hansa virus. There's a lot of our enemies we have a war going on now with Iran. We have the Ukrainian crisis going on with Russia. We have all kinds of threats coming from other countries. And there's a great potential for possibility of a war on our own land. So the prophecies are going to head-on become reality eventually, and the era of peace will come. This war will only be 24 hours. That will reset the entire world and landscape that we are living in now. However, it will be a world in which we may not be able to get things as easily, such as the Garabandal visionaries tell us that we may have to walk or ride bikes because we won't have cars. Cars won't work. An EMP could do that. Even a volcanic activity could do that, could cause our atmosphere to become colder, creating as it were, a nuclear winter. The sun, solar flares could cause our grid to fail as much as an EMP could. There's so many possibilities of things that could happen. So the only thing we can do is to trust God and just give our hearts to Him right now in hopes that we'll be ready by just preparing our hearts. Our hearts are our true refuge is in Jesus Christ and in Mary. In the hearts of Jesus and Mary, we must make our refuge. It isn't a place, and it isn't in things, and it's not in other people that we can rely on, because they could be taken away too. We have to make our focus by placing our entire heart in the hearts of Jesus and Mary.